Yeah.
When you look at that.
Not the actual throttle.
No, but I understand that. What I meant that part of it. I got a feeling that would be
Okay, we've got some excitement coming up here at 1:30. We're going to fire up the Alcohol Dragster, which is out front of the church.
This is Charlie.
You haven't seen it yet. It's positioned between the big top and the registration trailer, so you might want to work your way over there. Actually, you'll be able to hear this thing no matter where you stand. Even if you're on your way home and you're 5 miles down the road, you're probably going to hear this. I'm going to share some interesting facts with you about this dragster. And this will mean more to some of you than it touches me. It's all Greek to me. The motor on this dragster idles at 2,200 RPM. 2,200? It launches at around 6,000 to 6,200 RPMs, and it shifts close to 10,000 RPMs. The motor makes it over 3,000 horsepower and is 526 cubic inches displacement. The supercharger makes 50 psi of boost. The motor burns over a gallon a minute of methanol when it's idling, and it burns over 14 gallons a minute at full throttle. The car pulls 5 Gs and accelerates to 100 miles an hour in 1 second. It runs the quarter mile in 5.5 seconds at 225 plus miles per hour. It takes an aircraft starter off the front of the supercharger with a 48-volt battery source to turn the motor over, as the supercharger takes a lot of horsepower to turn. In fact, it takes more horsepower than a stock 426 Hemi to turn the supercharger. And the motor must first be turned over for oil pressure. And once the oil pressure is achieved, they'll turn the fuel pump on and pull the mag fuel switch to on. At that point, there will be fuel squirted down the ejector to help it start, and then the motor will turn over and ground wires will be pulled to allow spark for the engine to fire. The magneto is putting out 44 amps compared to an MSD coil for a small block Chevy, which is 200 milliamps. If you've got youngsters with you today, once this car gets started up, you might want to cover their ears because it's going to be loud. Afterwards, we're going to draw some more names for door prizes over here. Don't forget, we need help eating this ice cream before it all melts. Just kidding, they're keeping it nice and cold. We've got some ice cream bars, popsicles, and drumsticks at the ice cream booth, which is in front of the church just east of the main entrance under the tan-colored tent canopy. Again, we're getting ready to fire up this dragster, so if you want to stop over and check that out, right in front of the church between the big top and the registration trailer. Bring your earplug.